You should have came up here because you recognize that Caucasian people are the worst people on the face of the goddamn earth.
That's right.
And that you wanted to make amends and some sort of adjustment. The person offered you some form of reprieve.
You just vilified me.
No, you vilified yourself walking up to this camp.
Let me ask you a question before you walk off. You seem to be a reasonable woman, right? Educated, right? If let me ask you, what do we tell victims of domestic violence or victims of rape? What do we tell them to do? Do we tell them to do we tell them to love their rapists or their oppressor? We tell them to do what? Get far. Right, so we don't push them to join the agenda of their rapists, do we? Now, think about black people in this country. For 400 years, and even before then, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people have been, treated as the lower class. Hold on for a second, let me get to a question. All right? Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people have been relegated to the bottoms of every society throughout the planet Earth, right? And what have we told them for 400 years? All you gotta do is just love your oppressor a little bit more. Give him a bigger hug, agree with his society, follow his laws, praise his religion, and then eventually he's gonna do what? Love you back.
Right.
We're talking about 400 years, man, since black people were brought into this society and relegated to the bottom, right? 400 years has passed, and guess what we've yet to do? Separate from the people that hate us. We have yet to separate from the people that murder us in the street. We have yet to separate from the people that take advantage of us and disenfranchise us in society.
That's right.
Contrary, hold on, I'm giving you a lesson. This is education right here. Because you've been bamboozled as well as every other person on the face of the earth as it relates to black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. You believe we should just love you a little bit more. And that you have the audacity to stand before me. That's really the way I feel. But because I know you're just as ignorant as everybody on the face of the earth, I have to break this lesson down to you because you know full well what we tell victims of abuse and violence. We tell people that's victimized in this country to separate from their victimizer. I didn't say that you're trying to change the narrative. I asked you a question in the beginning. We tell victims of rape to separate from their rapists. We wouldn't dare tell the victim of rape to live closer to their rapist. We tell them to separate. So that is the topic right there. Why are black people taught? And why are black people told to love their oppressor more and more and more? I want you to answer the question because I know you're an educated woman. You're saying they don't call violence upon people of the same nationality some sort of domestic dispute? They do. That's what it's called. But how is it different? In actuality, it would mean that you need to separate further faster. Because you're not married to the police that's murdering you in the street. You're not married to the government that's disenfranchising you, right? So you should be able to separate further as opposed to from a person that you're married to. You're not making any sense. That's the problem.
That's right.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to make a point, but you're not making a valid point because you know we tell people that suffer violence to separate from the people that abuse them.
That's right.
You know that. You're not being honest. You know what the problem with white people? You just want to be right. The only pain and suffering that you recognize is your own. That's the problem with America right here. You are decapitated in this regard. You do not understand what you're even talking about.
I came up here because of the abortion.
Okay, well you should have came up here because black men are being murdered in the street.
That's right.
You should have came up here because you recognize that Caucasian people are the worst people on the face of the goddamn earth.
That's right.
And that you wanted to make amends and some sort of adjuster. The person offered you some form of reproof.
You just vilified me.
No, you vilified yourself walking up to this camp.
That's right.
Listen, you know what never fails, man? When black people talking about black people agenda, you know who comes around? Little Susie, you're not on my team.
Don't call me Susie.
What's your name? Becky? Maggie. All right, so Maggie, you know what your agenda is? I can tell you your agenda. I do know you. I do know you because this plot that you guys engaged in for 400 years, man, is played out now. We recognize that when you try to join our cause, you know what you're really trying to do? Take it over, man.
Right.
That's what you really want to do. Take over the cause that we preaching every week in and week out, and push it towards your agenda. You've done it throughout your history. Give me Judah 5:20. Let me show you the real problem black people have in America. And it's in the Bible. We recognize you came up here. We acknowledge that, right? But we offered you an opportunity to make amends for 400 years of hell that black people have endured. And you know what you did? You spit in our face.
That's right.
We proved to you. Do you believe in the Bible?
Like that.
Do you believe in the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible at all? You're a Christian. And your initial question was, why have we desecrated the face of...
That was a question. That was not a judgment.
What you said, why have we desecrated the face of...
That was a question.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, let's stay
I don't go to
focused.
church anymore.
Just focus with me. All right? Focus here with me. Your initial question was, why did we desecrate the face of Christ?
Question, not a judgment.
Was that your initial question?
Question, not a judgment.
That was your initial question. Now, hold on. Let's back up. Let's digress, right? Where do you find this image at? Is this image represented in the Bible?
It is, and it's inappropriate.
Show me where. Oh,
It's by the church. It's inappropriate.
okay. My question again. Does this image represent the true image of Christ in the Bible? Yes or no?
There's no image of Christ in the Bible.
The woman said that there is no image of Christ in the Bible, and that's what they tell us in the Christian church.
Right.
We're going to prove to you in the Bible that there's several descriptions of Christ. One is in Revelations chapter 1, verse 1. Read.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Let me ask you a question. What does revelation mean? It means to what? Anybody know what revelation means? It means to do what? Say it again, sister.
Reveal.
Say it one more time.
To reveal.
To reveal. Get a sister a hand.
Right. That's right.
It means to reveal. All right. So obviously, if it says the book of Revelation, the revelation of Jesus Christ, that the Lord wants you to know something about Christ. That's first and foremost, right? But you know what they skip in the Christian church? This description I'm about to give you right now. All right, read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants the things which must shortly come to pass.
So not only are we going to reveal something about Christ, but we're going to reveal in this book things that are going to happen. Revelations, meaning future prophecies we're going to acknowledge in this book right here. Through John. He was on a prison colony called Patmos at this time, under the authority of King Herod, right? Who sought to kill all the prophets under Christ. Keep reading.
Who bear record of the word of God and of the testimony of Jesus Christ, and of all things that he saw. Revelation chapter 1, verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me. Verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks.
Now, if you know anything about Paul's commission, he was ordered to build up the churches in this day with the true spirit of Christ. because everybody was operating like under the Sadducees and the Pharisees.
Right.
So Paul was commissioned to build the churches up in the true spirit of Christ. Read. That's what the candlesticks represent.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Talking about Christ, go ahead.
clothed in a garment down to the foot.
Now Christ walked a garment, man. It was a full-length garment down to the foot with fringes on it and a war belt. Keep reading.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
This is war belt. Keep reading.
Verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool.
Talking about the hair on his head and the hairs on his face were white like what?
Like wool.
Let me ask you a question. If you look at this picture right here, that picture that they pushed before us, man, all of these years coming out of slavery, does that man have woolly hair? And is that hair white? But when you walked up here, you asked us, why have we desecrated the face of Christ with the 666?
Right.
Because this is the image of the beast that would persuade black people to praise an image that's not authenticated in the Bible and thus push the curses on them perpetually.
That's right.
You agree? All right, so we asked you for a gesture to show that you're sorry for the atrocity of the people that put this before ignorant people. People that have been robbed of their name and their culture.
That's right.
And their understanding of anything in the earth. We ask you to show a gesture for the treachery of your people, and you refuse.
That's right.
You refuse to do
That's
it.
right.
The scripture say, give me the scripture
I don't
again.
know what you want me to do.
Let me show you what we want you to do. I'm trying to show you that they placed this image before us to have us praise something that's not true. To have us praising a God that's not authenticated in the Bible, and you wonder why black people going through hell? Because we serving a goddamn idol.
That's right.
That's why we going through hell. That's the point, lady. If you understand, that's the goddamn point. Okay, you don't disagree. Give me Isaiah 49 and what? 49 and 23. Let me show you what the Lord wants you to do as a gesture of your acknowledging of the hell that you caused us by placing this crap before our face. Read.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing father, and their queens thy nursing mother.
Are you listening? Are you listening, woman? You know what happened in our slavery? And I'm gonna tell you something that both of you would be appalled at if it happened right now. You know what we were forced to do? Our sisters, man. You know what they were forced to do? They had to suckle your young. You didn't want your breast to sag, to be appealing to your husband, so you put that duty off on a black woman.
That's right.
You made her responsible for feeding the people that would beat her to crap and rape her in the goddamn barn. You forced like the same kids that she suckled, raped her later on in goddamn life.
Right.
And you forced that on our people. That's why the Lord said what? Read it again.
And their queens thy nursing mother.
The same thing that you did to us, the Lord said is going to come back to your ass.
That's right.
Like the men and women that run this society are the kings and queens in this earth right now. And guess what he said is coming back to you eventually. You're going to have to nurse and suckle our young. Keep reading.
And they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth.
You ask me a question. What should you do? What do I want you to do? I just want you to do what the Lord requires you to do. Get on your knees and bow down before the priests and prophets of the Lord.
That's right.
I don't see you on your knees.
I was a minute.
I don't see you. You stay down there.
That's
The
right.
scriptures over
It's
there.
here.
Keep reading.
I gotta go.
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
You hear that? The Lord requires another gesture. Why did you get up? You know what that shows? You got too much goddamn pride, white woman.
That's
I
right.
don't have time for it. You know what
That's
I'm offering
right.
you right now? I'm offering you mercy. It's mercy right now.
That's right.
You can walk on if you want to. I'll see you in the kingdom. And trust me, it's going to be a lot harder than licking my goddamn boots.
That's right.
I offered you a gesture right now. Either get on your knees or get out my goddamn face.
That's right.
Period.
I gotta go. I have to go.
Bye. Get out my goddamn face then. And the kingdom of heaven is going to be totally different. Get on your goddamn knees right now.
I came up.
Hadayala, face this woman real quick, priest. Hadayala,
You're not listening.
face this woman real quick.
You're not listening.
No, you're not listening.
Okay, well, you're not gonna listen to me.
I'm not listening to you.
Because I'm a single mother.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more time. I'm gonna give you one more opportunity at some sort of redemption
I'm a single
according to
mother
the
and
Lord.
an abortion thing.
Are you going to get on your knees? Yes or no?
No, I'm not gonna.
No, you're not. Okay, well, you can be gone then. This the problem with white people, man. The only pain that they feel is their own, man.
That's right.
I know it seems cruel because we have this affinity for our slave master, but she take her rightful goddamn place. Give me Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. Let me show her what's really coming then.
That's
because
right.
I offered her an opportunity to come out of that, man. Something like if she meet me in that day, oh my goodness. Oh my God, man. I'm gonna have you listen, woman. Listen, woman, you're done. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. Let me show you what's coming anyway. Read.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
This for all black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people that realize we suffering goddamn hell right now, man.
That's right.
Like we wonder, like, when shit. We tried to love these people 400 years,
That's
man.
right.
We've nursed their kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We suckled their young, man. We built up their infrastructure.
Right. That's
we
right.
defended them in wars.
Right.
We done all sorts of things to support the society to try to make them believe that we love them in order to get a little love back. But what have they done, man? They put their goddamn knee on our neck.
That's right.
And kill us in a goddamn street, man.
Right.
That's what they've done to black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people for all our goddamn effort. When we gonna realize that is not effective in America, man?
That's
trying
right.
to permeate the minds of some goddamn white goddamn cave beast that don't care really. Really, she trying to attach her agenda to the plight of black people. She come up here screaming against abortion because she ain't got no goddamn grandkids. She want to attach her pain with the pain and the suffering of black people, and it ain't gonna work this time.
That's right.
Now the Israelite school,
That's right.
and the command general, how we ain't going for that.
That's right.
Read.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
The Lord said, man, yeah, man, eventually I'm gonna choose y'all, man. I'm gonna have mercy on y'all and choose y'all, man, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people represent the 12 tribes or the 12 men that come out of the loins of Jacob. Out of Jacob, we represent the Israelites in the earth, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Keep
That's
reading.
right.
And set them in their own land.
What other people on the face of the earth has been displaced from their land by force, trying to get back and don't have a way back?
Right.
Have to suffer captivity under a monster, man. Nobody else in the earth but black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people as a whole. We're the only people suffering that right now, man. So he's acknowledging that these people will be out of their homeland and eventually he's gonna send them back.
Right. That's right.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
And the stranger was this damn cave beast that came up here trying to persuade me to her cause. Goddamn stranger to me. Take your rightful place on your goddamn knees and kiss the boots of the prophets. If you ain't doing that, I ain't got no conversation for you.
That's right.
Period. Keep reading.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And these strangers, man, gonna cleave to us much like we doing with them right now. Look at our clothes, man. Our cars, man. Everything that we aspire in life, man. We gotta go through them to get it.
Right. That's right.
Likewise, the Lord, just like we suckled their young, he gonna make them suckle ours. Just like we cleave to them now, he gonna force them to cleave to us.
That's right.
Verse 2, and the people shall take them.
Hold on, and the people shall do what?
Shall take them.
That's what I was trying to tell the white lady. Bitch, swat. When that day come like this, I ain't asking you to do nothing. I'm taking you.
That's right.
And I'm gonna do what with you?
And bring them to their place.
Put you in your place. This in the Bible.
Right.
The people shall take them and put them in their place.
That's right.
Just like they put us in our place.
Right.
Coming off them damn slave boats, man. What they used to do to our daughters.
Right.
I can't even read them stories right now, man.
Right. Sir.
Can't even read that crap. What they used to do to our little baby girls, man.
That's right.
Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
This the Bible saying the house of Israel eventually gonna possess them. Keep going.
In the land of the Lord.
In the land of the Lord, I mean, this is a righteous possession. Keep reading.
For a servant.
For what?
For a servant.
That's like you go to work right now and you think it's a good job. That's a slavery.
That's right.
You go to work right now, I got a good slavery. But it's a slavery nonetheless.
That's
Right.
You understand that? All of us go to these prospective jobs and think the more money we make, these little pennies that really don't represent anything tangible as in terms of commodity.
Right.
It's a piece of goddamn paper.
That's right.
You think these slaveries are something? They really just an extension of being in a cage, man. you're still forced to do something that you shouldn't have to do.
Right.
Rightfully, the job that you represent, you should own it. Based on all the work of your ancestors, you should own that goddamn job.
That's right.
Keep reading.
In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive.
That's in the Bible. And they shall take them captives. Go ahead.
Whose captives they were.
That's heavy right there, man. They shall take them captives whose captives they were. That's in your Bible. That's in your Bible, man. So she come up here, man, all, representing her kingdom and thinks she got a choice. She just tied herself, man, in the kingdom of heaven right there.
That's right.